me what's poppin'. Ran through your home, you know.
Samsung Salsa.
Before you get on me, I'm not this black. I gotta rush and make this video. This is the only video I can make today. I'm keeping my streak alive. I told you all. I'm dropping videos every day for Vlogmas. I don't have a vlog camera, but we watching a Treese video. Like Treese, me and Treese cool now. He commented back to me on his Patrick Williams thing. Now we gonna talk about Liangelo Ball. Yeah, Liangelo Ball. He just got picked up by the Detroit Pistons. He might go down to a G League team, but hey, listen, all the Ball brothers are in the NBA. That's all I gotta say. Link to the original video. It might be in the description for this one, because me and Treese, we cool. Me and Treese gonna be cool. Treese, you see this? Hit me up, straight like that. And yeah, Liangelo Ball, he's family now. LaMelo plays for Charlotte. I'm from Charlotte. If anybody got anything to say they from Charlotte, they gotta go through me. Born and raised, 19 years, straight here. South side, straight like that. Right on the border, no cap, straight like that. Hey, we in here. But link to the original video. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it in the description. Me and Treese cool, so hey, Treese, hit me.
I think that I speak for the majority of basketball fans when I say that a huge smile came onto the faces of basketball fans everywhere with this recent basketball news. News that I am sure all of you are familiar with, as earlier today, on December 2nd, 2020, it was announced that not only Liangelo Ball will be playing in the NBA G League this year, because as we all know, he didn't see any playing time in the Oklahoma City Blue last season, but he will actually be playing for the Detroit Pistons. And when I heard this, I pretty much freaked out. And there were many reasons as to why I did so. My least favorite of them all is because LeVar Ball is an actual prophet. All three of his boys actually did make it to the NBA. And although LeVar Ball is right about 15% of the time to be generous, the cards were stacked against his prediction of all of his sons making the NBA, and it was because of his middle son, that being Liangelo, the middle child who almost everybody thinks is terrible at the game of basketball. However, with this new news of Liangelo Ball making an NBA roster, there are a few things that I believe need to be cleared up for the general public, and that's what we're going to talk about today, along with what Liangelo Ball signing with the Detroit Pistons actually means for his career and how likely it is that he turns out to be anything more than just a bench warmer in the NBA.
Hey, look, Treese, talk to me now. Talk to me now. Talk nice to me. Talk nice to me, Treese. Straight like that. Talk nice to me. Talk nice to me. When I get this camera, you really gonna have to talk nice to me.
And so, this brings us to Shams Charania, and I have no idea if I'm pronouncing his name even remotely correctly, but that is besides the point, because along with Adrian Wojnarowski, Shams is one of the most credible NBA sources out there when it comes to trades or big deals, and he tweeted earlier today, Liangelo Ball is signing a 1-year, non-guaranteed contract with the Detroit Pistons. Sources.
Before we get into it, I'm gonna say a non-guaranteed contract means none of your playing time in the NBA is guaranteed, but I think it's like pretty much a two-way contract, but you're pretty much in the G League.
Tell at the Athletic NBA at Stadium. So yes, it is official. Liangelo Ball is in the NBA. He's an NBA player right now, whether you like it or not. And this is very exciting news, but there are plenty of different types of one-year deals in the NBA, so this left me with many questions. Is Liangelo Ball really going to be sitting on the Pistons bench for a full year in the NBA? But thankfully, Shams gave us a little bit more insight about the deal, saying in a follow-up tweet, Liangelo Ball, the brother of Pelicans guard Lonzo Ball, number 2 overall pick in 2017, and Hornets number 3 pick LaMelo Ball, is signing.
Go Charlotte. I still don't think we right there to make the playoffs, but LaMelo, with the tools at his disposal, LaMelo has a chance to be Rookie of the Year. Him and Devontae Graham can go crazy.
An Exhibit 10 deal, sources said. The Ball brothers are now all signed to NBA contracts, so what is this Exhibit 10 deal? Is it like a 2-year deal where players in the NBA also play in the G League? Well, it is quite similar. I found an article from a popular basketball company known as Slam that described the deal perfectly and very thoroughly. As it said, an Exhibit 10 contract is a 1-year minimum salary NBA contract with a specific Exhibit 10 attachment built into it and no other bonuses. These attachments attachments are not present in every NBA contract, only deals in which both parties have agreed to include it. Exhibit 10 attachments allow the NBA team to convert a player's 1-year minimum contract into a 2-way contract, but this has to occur prior to the start of the regular season. These 1-year deals are often non-guaranteed, which lets NBA teams waive the player and remove their cap hit from the team payroll. Exhibit 10 attachments allow players to earn a bonus of $5,000 to $50,000 in the event that they are waived by the NBA team. Then sign a deal with that franchise's G League affiliate and remain with that affiliate team for 60 days. This bonus $5,000 to $50,000 bonus, which does not count against the NBA salary cap, is in addition to the G League salary that the player would also collect in this particular scenario. If a player's Exhibit 10 contract is converted to a 2-way deal, the Exhibit 10 bonus converts to a guaranteed salary. NBA teams may not have any more than 6 players with Exhibit 10 attachments in their contract on their roster at any given time, and these contracts may not be extended or renegotiated. NBA teams without G League affiliates cannot benefit from this particular aspect of the Exhibit 10 attachment, although they can still offer these contracts.
Bro, what? I'm not a basketball person. You gotta make that make sense, Treese. Make it make sense, Treese.
So the big thing that I noticed with this is that Liangelo will be playing in the G League. He won't just be sitting on the Pistons bench, rather he will be playing for the Detroit affiliate team for a large portion of the season, that being the Grand Rapids Drive, which will probably last for the majority of the season.
Oh yeah, I like them. They pretty decent, aren't they? Yeah, they pretty straight.
Personally, I would prefer to see Liangelo Ball actually playing in the G League because number 1, I want to see how good he is actually compared to other G League players, and number 2, if he really wants to develop on his game, then playing in the G League will be.
Plus, Liangelo, he's the weird brother, because it's like he brings a totally different aspect than Lonzo or LaMelo. Like, LaMelo is pretty much like Lonzo with better playmaking. And Lonzo already has amazing playmaking.
Be his best option. After all, this is what the G League is for, inexperienced and lower tier NBA players and NBA teams who aren't quite ready to give up a roster spot to them. And to be totally honest, I'm not too familiar with what all of this means. When I look at this definition, it highly contrasts with what the majority of people on Twitter are saying, as people over there are claiming that this is nothing more than a training camp tryout, which I don't think is true at all. There are a bunch of different definitions online, all of which claim different things as to what this type of contract really means, but from what I understand, and from what I see online, that's not from random sources on Twitter, is that this is not just a training camp deal. But then again, I also read this article from Yahoo Sports about Liangelo Ball, saying the Detroit Pistons are signing Liangelo Ball, the middle brother of New Orleans Pelicans point guard Lonzo Ball and Charlotte Hornets rookie LaMelo Ball, to a 1-year non-guaranteed contract according to The Athletic's Shams Charania. The contract is an Exhibition 10 deal that can be terminated at any point. An Exhibition 10 contract is a training camp invitation that guarantees the signee between $5,000 and $50,000. Liangelo Ball's deal can also be.
Ooh. I'm looking at his shooting numbers. 43, 42, 63. That's. Gotta do better at the 63. 63 is not good.
Sent to the G League or converted to a 2-way contract.
Or am I bugging? I might.
Ball was a practice player for the Oklahoma City Thunder's G League affiliate last season. He signed a deal with the OKC Blue in March, but never appeared in a game, as the coronavirus pandemic hit shortly after. So who knows, maybe Liangelo Ball comes into the training camp, plays like an absolute garbage can, and his contract is terminated within days. But let's hope for the best, and this article actually brings up a really good point. You could hate Liangelo Ball and think that he is trash, but at the end of the day, he has dominated at every level of competition that he has ever played in. In fact, what many people forget is how deadly he was playing in Lithuania. Unlike his brother, Liangelo Ball was a baller during his time there. In fact, keep this in mind, at age 19, Liangelo Ball averaged 12.6 points per game, 42% from 3, on 6 threes per game in the Lithuanian LKL, the Premier League of Lithuania. For reference, at the same age, 19-year-old Jonas Valanciunas averaged 14 points, 7 rebounds on 66% shooting, and won the MVP of the LKL that season, and went on to become a very solid starter in the NBA. Nobody is saying that Liangelo will come in and give you 20 plus points per game in the NBA, but I honestly do think that he has gone a little bit underrated. He's great at what he does and stays within his role. And that's the thing with Liangelo. He's not going to come in and be a star, and in fact, his chances of ever even starting in the NBA are very highly unlikely. But to this point, he has been great at every level of competition he has played, whether you like it or not. He doesn't steal the show and he won't lead the team in assists, but he might give you 30 every once in a while, and though it will be on 12 of 32 shooting, it's still 30 points nonetheless. And on the Detroit Pistons, a team that, let's be honest, is very unpopular and doesn't have many fans watching their games outside of the state of Michigan, Liangelo Ball will bring in plenty of attraction. But let's hope that that's not the only reason that the Pistons signed him. But let's think about this for a second. Liangelo wasn't brought in by the Pelicans or the Hornets. Both teams that his brothers are on. No, he found a separate team that is willing to bring him in, all due to his own skills and merit. And that's why I'm really proud of Liangelo. Let's hope for the best for him, and perhaps he comes in and solidifies a somewhat long career in the NBA for himself. After all, it is the media telling everybody that he is a trash player, not your own eyes, and that's facts.
No. Back we go.
I think that I speak for the majority of basketball.
There we go. Shut up. Not you, Treese, but shut up, Treese. Yeah. Subscribe to Treese. Treese, he's a dude. He's a buddy. Hey. Reacting to this video. Oh, typo. Y'all gonna think I'm dumb. Y'all don't think I'm in college getting a degree. Oh. And it will be uploaded today. My guy. Yeah, there you go, Treese. I appreciate you. Listen, link to the original video. It's going to be in the description. I like Treese. Treese, he a good dude. Listen, his stuff works. His stuff is true. He hasn't said really any wrong things. He made a video about my boy Pat. Pat isn't he isn't going to be a mate. He isn't going to be, Patrick Williams has the potential to be an NBA Hall of Famer, but not the way y'all think he will be. Pat has the ability to go on and be an all-star on any other team. Why am I talking about Patrick Williams in this video? I don't know. Link to the original video, finna be in the description.